Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Karan B. Lamba, and I lead and manage the creator and talent partnerships here at Snapchat in India. On Snapchat, everyone is a creator. Whether you're making a special snap using our lens, capturing a moment to share with the community, or here for the shows, Snapchat is a place where anyone can bring their creative ideas to life. I'm really excited to introduce you to three amazing creators today: Anushka Sen, Sonal Devraj, and Anmol Sachar. So let's get right to it. I'm going to kick it over to them. Anushka, Sonal, Anmol, welcome.
Hi,
Thank
thank
you,
you so
Karanveer.
much. Thank
Thank you
you.
for inviting us.
Yes.
Most welcome. So, my first question here, we're really eager to know your journey as a content creator. Tell us how you got started. Okay, Anushka, let's start with you.
Surely. So, first of all, I would really like to say that this is one of the most coolest interviews that I'm doing. I'm very happy to be here. Secondly, I started at the age of 8. I'm an actor and I started at the age of 8. It's been 10, 11 years now in this industry. But I think it's been 5, 6 years since I started using social media and became a content creator. I just started off as like a fun thing. I didn't know that it's gonna be it's gonna be so big in India like how it is right now. And I'm just really happy that digital is coming in India and it's helping so many people, new influencers, new content creator to get a platform to probably showcase their skills. So as an actor, I've always enjoyed that journey. That is very different, doing different roles. It's very interesting. But as a content creator, what I like personally is that I get to create my own content. Sometimes you don't have a team. You just have to think about what you want to make and how you have to make. You shoot it, you edit it, and put it yourself. For a lot of years you do that and you sort of become like comfortable with it. And the best part is connecting to fans. That's why I started using social media as an influencer and a content creator, because I love connecting to people. And I'm just really happy that people see me that way, that they like my content, they find it relatable. And I'm just really happy in this journey, and I look forward to creating more and more content. I keep learning so much, and the scope is so huge, like there's so much to explore, so I'm really excited for that.
Thanks so much, Anushka. I mean, connecting to fans is just the ultimate, kind of piece that everybody looks at, with
Of course.
the creator piece. Sonal, how about you?
So basically, our we happen to stumble on social media because we are a dance company and we started off offline first, and we want to market our classes. And we had started off with a basic putting pamphlets in the newspaper and going to people's houses and saying we are teaching and stuff like that. And then we thought of why not put our content on YouTube and see how people react to it. And that's how we started off our journey. And then we started creating content continuously. When people started actually watching it, they cared about us and people liked what we were doing. And it's been, I think, at least 5 to 6 years that we're putting out content online on a continuous basis. And the biggest thing is that it gives you a platform, like social media or digital space. It gives you a platform to show your creativity on a continuous basis, right? And you can engage with your fans, or engage with your audience directly. So that's been an amazing experience. Also, over a period of time, the digital game has changed. Every year something new is coming up. Every year something more exciting is coming up. It's nice to see all creators adapt and do things differently every year. So it's nice. But yeah, it's been a great journey. I love creating content, and I'm sure Anmol and Anushka can say the same as well.
Yeah, true.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that. I mean, I know your genre being dance, it's very essential to keep adapting also
Yes,
constantly and
yes.
True.
keeping, all the content engaging. How about you, Anmol?
For me, I always wanted to get into filmmaking. I enjoyed telling stories, so that's how I pursued my education as well. Uh, and I around 8 years back, I started assisting people on sets. I started taking up internships, jobs. I worked with the Viral Fever, and around 6.5 odd years back, I started my independent content creation journey. And the best part about digital content creation for me is that I get to don the hat of an editor, an actor, a writer. I get to do it all. So I
Yeah.
do not need to be either an actor or just a director. So
True.
digital makes you do it all. I need to market my content after it's done, and I really enjoy that bit. And I create videos in the comedy and entertainment genre, and I'd have it no other way. I absolutely love this. I love doing it, and I'm just grateful that people enjoy watching me, and I can follow my passion as my career, and it's nothing short of a dream come true for me.
That's amazing. I think having control of the whole journey and wearing multiple hats, that is very interesting. Awesome. So now I'm going to dive into specific questions with all of you. So, Anushka, having just joined Snap recently and seeing an explosion in your subscribers, how do you see it different from, let's say, the other apps that you're on? And what are the things that you love about Snap?
Snapchat is definitely going to be one of my favorite social media platforms. And I'm not only saying this because I'm here, but honestly, I love Snapchat. It's so cool. And not only it has super cool filters, it has shows. There's so much, in a Snap, in one app. And this year, I had my own show on Snapchat, which was globally on air. So it didn't only give me exposure, you know, to in India, but it also gave me exposure globally, which is super cool, right? You get to connect to people all over the world, which is, I think, really, really interesting. And I did a show which I never thought I would do. I did a cooking show, and before that, I never entered my kitchen. So, it was not only a very big show for me, but secondly, it was a very learning experience. But before that, it was lockdown, and I was just like trying something out, and I was making small videos, like I was creating my own content. But then Snapchat saw it, and they said we can make a show out of it, and then we had our show. On what's on my plate, and it did huge. It did great. My personal subscribers on Snapchat went so up, and then the show is doing great. Still people are telling me that, Anushka, it's trending on Snapchat, we always see your show, we always watch your show. And it's giving me a different kind of an exposure, right? And I think it benefits me as a performer, as an influencer, because people get to see different sides of me, and Snapchat is showing that personal side of me through my stories. And secondly, through my show, they're seeing a little more of me. So I'm really, really grateful, and I'm really happy that I'm on Snap, and just really happy.
Absolutely. I think your show was amazingly well received because of the fact that it was real. It wasn't about
Yeah.
being perfect in the kitchen. It was about how the imperfect things also happen in the
In
kitchen.
fact, I've seen the show, and it's absolutely brilliant. I have to tell you,
Thank you.
super.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anmol, it is not scripted at all.
Oh,
Oh,
not at
wow.
all.
Not at all.
Wow,
It's
wow.
just ideas. And that too, like, my team was not, like, the team was not sharing it with me so that they
Yeah,
know that I make mistakes.
correct.
And that's why I think that's why I'm saying that
Yeah, it's
this
come
show got
across.
the
Like
personal,
raw
yeah,
and fun.
very raw and more fun, and the people get to see a little more personal side of me, and that's why I was really enjoying the shoot.
Hmm. Super.
That's amazing. So Sonal, you mentioned to me, that you love Snapchat for the stories. You like to send snaps to your friends. Tell us more about what are the other parts of the app that you really like as a creator.
So I think like I'm sure all of us have been on Snapchat from the beginning, like from years, like doing. It was such a big thing. It is such a big thing. But when it started off, we were all super excited because the concept was fully new, and sending snaps to your friends was the big thing initially. And now obviously so many elements have been added to Snapchat Spotlight and Snap Stories and the different kinds of lenses. It makes it more engaging and fun, because Snapchat has its own unique aspects which they have for the app, and it's super fun to use. And I've been putting content now continuously for a while now, and it's also nice to see. Because your audience reacts to you instantly also. They have a reaction, me, in the sense, what do I say, like I added a lot of people who are fans into my snap, as friends, and they instantly start messaging you, calling you, and stuff like that. It is a different nice experience. I love using Snapchat, and I really like that different kind of lenses you guys have been introducing, and it's super fun.
Thank you for that. I think, yeah, the lenses are great. Some of the lenses that come out, even I am very, very shocked when I see them. It's like, wow, it's
Yeah,
completely over and
it's
above.
very creative and different.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, Anmol, uh, you've been a great ambassador of Snapchat. Since the day you've joined, I remember our conversations and especially your engagement using story replies with your subscribers. I mean, you need to tell us all about that.
Since you mentioned engagement with story replies to subscribers, I think that is personally my favorite part about Snapchat. That's something that, as Sonal also said, you get to directly connect with the audience, with your fans, with your viewers, and the instant response that there is. It's a proper two-way communication. It's not just them commenting under your posts,
Yeah.
you replying to them with your face, not just typing back. And I think that feature is some. There are so many days when I'm just talking to them. I tell them, ask me anything, and they're asking me questions. I'm replying. It's like I'm talking to my friends. We're all sitting in a room and just chatting. It's my favorite feature, absolute favorite feature. And no doubt, the lenses, they are very unique. Snapchat Spotlight is something that's very much fun. But for me, replying to people as with the story replies feature has to be hands down the best feature for me. Definitely.
Absolutely. I like seeing Anmol's replies. He gets some really, really nice questions and he replies with them with using lenses or just generally always in this really high positive, kind of mode. And it's absolutely lovely to see. Awesome. So now, okay. I know Anushka spoke about, you mentioned just now about the show that you did. And I want you to tell me or tell all of us, in fact, what has been, the exact kind of experience that you had with the show, all about it. How did it come about? How, was the experience? Everything, because I'm sure there are a lot of creators out there who would, really aspire to have a show of their own. And, if you could just take us completely through the journey, how was it on set? Everything.
Absolutely. Just like Sonal mentioned that we have been using Snapchat for a long while. Like
Yeah.
I've always had a private account on Snapchat. Recently, I had a public account when my show was coming up, because I didn't know how cool it is to have a public account on Snapchat as well. But I had a private account on Snapchat. I know how Snapchat has always been very ahead of its time. I think Snapchat was the first one to get filters, first one to get a lot of things which were not on any other social media platforms. So I have seen the shows on Snapchat and I never imagined that I'm going to have my own show one day right there. So I'll tell you how it actually started. During lockdown, everybody I think went to the kitchen a little bit. That's how I started cooking a little bit, not cooking, but like little, just a pastime. Just started with dalgona coffee. Had to, come on, like who didn't? If you didn't, then it's really sad. You have to. So I did that, and then almost my arm was so sore. Then I was like, let's not ever do it again. So I did that, and then small things I was trying out, and I just put it on my social media account, just like that, just for fun. And people started to like it, and people were like, wow, this is really interesting, we get to see your side. And I think Snapchat then, the team came and they connected with my team, with me directly, and they were like, we want to make a show with you. And I was so happy. I was like, wow, I'm gonna have my own show with my, with my image. It's just gonna be me and my show. It's gonna be so personal. It's gonna be such a big thing for me. And then we were discussing, we were brainstorming ideas that what should we do? What is that one thing that people have not seen much of me? Dancing, they have seen. because I was a Shamak Dao student, so I've always made videos of dancing and all of that. Acting, they keep watching me for that. So they were like, "What should we do?" And then brainstorming, and suddenly somebody I think said that, you know, you you also cook, which is we didn't expect that, and it was very fun, that video you made. And then we all were like, it was a very brief amount of time I did that, so it was not very proper. It was not like a proper show. So then we were like, yes, let's have a cooking show, let's do something, but with a twist. So Snapchat, come on, Snapchat can't be basic, Snapchat is cool, right? So that's why my show doesn't only have, it's not like a cooking show, it's a cooking show with a twist. And Anmol has already seen it, that's why he's smiling. There are
Yeah.
so many challenges, and there's so many twists in that, which they didn't tell me. They told me there are only challenges and twists. And then when I was on set, we were shooting with my team and with the entire shooting people, like the cameraman, DOP, and everybody. They're so sweet. They're really lovely people, very passionate and very hardworking. And then they didn't tell me the twist. They just told me that, okay, this is what you're going to be making. So what my reactions are there when I'm watching the phone, and that app, that game shows that, this is your challenge for the day. So I used to get actually scared. I'm like, meko cooking nahi aata hai, how I'm going to add this challenge into that? So it was really fun to, use your brain and then do the show. And they were just recording me raw and natural. The best part about the show is that it has my personal friends and family in it. I think that's what I'm going to cherish forever, because people, my fans, have always seen me with celebrities or actors, or, other influencers, but they've not seen me with my actual people, like my family. My parents are on like, they came as guests, they were rating my dishes, and my friends were on set. My manager slash sister was there. So there are a lot of people, personally, this show is always going to be very close to my heart, because my the all of these people are there. And my fans got to see a very close side of me. We shot it, and then it was all ready. And then when it actually came out, I jitna maine expect kiya tha, it just went way above that, because so many people started watching it and subscribing to it, and that so many comments were coming that we want a part 2 already. So we all were, even Snapchat was so, they were so sweet people. They sent me spectacles as a gift, just because the show was doing well and it was my birthday. So they sent me spectacles, which is, which was also in my bucket list, to get spectacles, because it is not in India. So because it's still not in India, and it's coming here. So I was very excited that as a content creator you get spectacles, dude. That's the coolest thing you can ever have. So I was very happy with the show and how the response was, and it's still going on. It's not like, it was 10 episodes, it's done. It's just still going on. People are still appreciating it. I just had a press conference yesterday. People were asking me about that yesterday also. That, it's a very different show, and it's a very different side of you. So I'm very grateful to Snapchat for that, all the people who were involved, that they gave me this opportunity to, I myself, I learned a lot, and my fans also got to see a new side of me. So thanks for that. I had crazy fun.
Oh, most welcome. That is so sweet. You've said some really, really nice things, and the fact that you're going to cherish it for the rest of your life, that means so much to us. And yeah, about the spectacles, so glad you liked it. It's now also available in India. So
Yay!
yeah, awesome.
It sounds
So
very
Sonal,
interesting. I have to watch the show.
Yeah, it is, no doubt.
definitely. So Sonal, so you're one of the most popular dance genre creators, if not the most, you know. It sounds very inspiring and aspirational to everybody who follows you or wants to get into dance. Tell us how you got into this. How were you led to this?
Into a dance content creation or into dance?
Into the whole genre, into the dance content creation.
So, as I said at the beginning, that we started off as dance teachers. Team Natch is a dance company. We've been teaching for now 8 years. So when we started off, we were started off offline, and we really, really wanted to market our classes and stuff like that. So that is the reason we thought of going online, because at that point in time, digital was just booming, and it was the best way to show your choreography, your dance performance, your creativity to an audience. It suddenly became like the top way to reach out to a wider audience. So when we started creating content, honestly, we didn't know much because uh, now okay, you can shoot on a phone, how to edit videos, how to sync your music, how to do every aspect. When we started off, it was just we were super blank on how to do things, and we learned step by step by trial and error, because we started off long back. So there were very few people who had got into the whole process of content, like dance content creation. Very few creators in India.
Yeah.
So we used to. I had a cam. I used to be into photography first, so I had a camera with me, and we had just put it on a tripod. And I used to run, go play the music. We used to come back to the thing. It was because we were shooting on our own, right? We had no budget, no team at that point of time. So we used to play the music, run back onto the dance floor, perform, and then cut it. And basic audio sync on top, and we used to put it up online. You will see in the our initial videos me actually running into the frame, like after after switching the music on, because we didn't know that we're not even supposed to do that. It was as basic as that. But now we have a full team and production and lighting, setup, costume, hair, makeup, and obviously we've slowly tried to upgrade ourselves. um, so it's a learning process. You see different content creators like Anmol and Anushka. You watch them and you learn what they are doing. So it's a really nice space to be in overall.
That is amazing. That story about running on the camera, that is
Yeah.
that is hilarious.
I'm sure many people are still doing it. You have
Yeah,
to edit it
exactly.
out, like you edit it out. But initially, we didn't even know had that much sense to edit it out. Like the videos have gone up, just us running into the frame, us like looking blank before action.
Mm.
It's just gone up very raw that way. But
No,
still,
I
people
have
do
to.
it.
I have to say this, content creators. I think I'm very happy that Sonal is actually mentioning all of these points because I really want people to know that, like any other profession, content creation is also a very difficult job. Like it
Absolutely.
needs a
It's
lot of
very difficult.
presence of mind, it needs creativity, it needs so much, it. And I'm just really happy that in India now this is rising and people are actually believing in this and people are giving their 100%, they're being unique. I'm just really happy about that.
Even
Yeah,
family members, when I first began, not my immediate family but relatives,
Mm.
they would be like, "वो सब तो ठीक है, but काम क्या करते हो? What's your work? You're making videos,
Exactly.
that's fine, but what's your actual work?" And now there's this shift in mindset with the digital boom, and as
Mm.
Anushka and Sonal said, so I think that's a very very important and good thing for the digital creator.
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that is actually my next to next question after Anmol's, where I'm going to ask you about this whole piece. So I'm glad you guys have brought it up because a lot of people would want to actually know about it. And but Anmol, for your question, you have been really active on Spotlight, and you've also earned multiple times with the Spotlight incentive, program. And also, fun fact, Anmol also has a syndicated show of his, LOL with Anmol on. So you must go check it out. So tell us all about this, Anmol.
So, as far as Spotlight is concerned, in fact, I was not aware that there's something called Spotlight. And like all of us, I was using Snapchat since around 2013, 2014, but just to interact with my friends. It's
Mm.
just about 6 months back when I actually started using Snapchat as a creator and started putting out content. And then I was talking to the Snapchat team, to Karan B, and they told me, "Why don't you try Spotlight?" And I posted on Spotlight. I posted a few videos. I didn't get great views, and I thought maybe it's just going to be this way. But I kept posting, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I saw a few videos go crazy viral. And even though I got those numbers, I never ever in my wildest dreams imagined that I could earn such a huge amount with a 7 to 8 second clip. Because I don't think any social media platform has the payout like Snapchat Spotlight can get you. A 7 to 8 second clip got me thousands of dollars, and it was mind boggling to me because when I'm creating long form content, I'm putting in days of scripting, shooting, editing. Short form content has its own challenges, but there is no comparison in the amount of effort that goes into long form and short form. And earning such huge incentives from Spotlight was absolutely insane for me. And about the syndicated show, LOL with Anmol, that's basically at this point I'm putting out content that I have published on other platforms. But the best part about this is that so many viewers of mine tell me that they've never ever seen these videos, and I was surprised that there are people who only use Snapchat. They do not use other social media platforms, and that opens a entire different array of people who my content can reach to. So that's the best thing about Snapchat. The audience here is completely different from. There's a considerably less overlap in the audience when it comes to other social media platforms as compared to Snapchat. So the syndicated show has been a good experience as well. I'm still figuring stuff out. I'm learning, as all of us are. I think every day we are learning new things. But definitely, Spotlight has been something that's been mind blowing for me.
Oh, thank you so much for that. And I'm so glad that you've also been part of the incentive program. That is something that, we really, aspire a lot of creators and generally anybody who's using, Spotlight, who's also a non-creator, to really, they can have the opportunity, with the incentive program.
It's absolutely crazy. I think any creator who's watching this and has not started posting on Spotlight, just put out content. I think if you're not using Spotlight, you're missing out. Definitely. It's not only
Thank
about
you.
the incentive. It also exposes. It gives you another surface where your content can show up, and people might
Yes,
start subscribing to your account for that, so you can grow as well.
absolutely. It's a good way to send out content to non-subscribers and gain subscribers
Correct.
with this. Absolutely. Thank you for that. So great. I'm going to now go to my last question. And this is more of an overall question. So you guys are all professional creators. There are a lot of budding creators all across the country, different parts of the whole country. And they really look up to you. They really look up to seeing the way that you created content and how you reached where you are, you know. So very quickly, if you have in pointers, any sort of advice that you'd like to give for them, and how to become, if not full-time creators, part-time creators, but just generally get into this whole new wave of creators that we are seeing. Anushka, we can start with you.
So, one advice that is, I think, very important is to being yourself. I think sometimes, see, it's really good to look up to people or get inspired, but if you kind of feel that it's a formula that if I do like this, then only I'll become big, I think that's wrong. If you are yourself, if you're unique, then you can, have your own place in this big world of content creators. Like, I'm so happy, like three of us are so different. Anmol makes different kind of content, Sonal makes different kind of content, I'm into different kind of content, and but three of us are doing great, right, in our own way. So everybody has their own journey. There's no formula in this. There's no formula in anything. That's why if you're being yourself, if you're being unique, secondly, there are going to be ups and downs. There, it's not like, the graph is not always going to be up. There are going to be some lows. Like Anmol said that when he started using Spotlight, he didn't get that kind of reaction initially, but he didn't give up. He, started putting more content. He tried to put his brains into it even more, or probably, he tried again, and then now look at him, he's going viral. So, it's very important to not give up. So these are the few basic advices that I really think is very important, and not to take it as a job. Please take it as a fun thing. Then if you take it as a job, then you think of it as pressure, and then it just spoils your creativity. It restricts you as a human being. So just take it as a fun thing. Yeah, that's it.
Great advice. That's a good one. Not to take it too seriously, not take it as a job, take it as fun. Sonal, how about you?
For budding content creators, or I think it's very important for them to understand what they want to say online. Like, what kind of content they want to create. It's great that all of us can do different things online. It's not that you have to restrict yourself to one kind of content, but also there is a base kind of content which you would want to express and create continuously online. So I feel every creator should understand, what exactly they want to put out online first. Then I feel it's very important to be consistent. If you want to be a content creator long term, it's important that you understand that you have to put out content not every day, according to what you're comfortable with, but it is consistency is important, because it's become that way now. Online, and have fun with it, interact with people, collab with people, meet other creators, have fun, do different kind of creative content, find your friends, involve them, involve your family. It's a fun space to be in. And as Anushka said, don't take it too seriously and do not get very disheartened if you don't gain followers instantly. I see a lot of younger generation, they get very affected by it. It's important to understand that not instant fame is not something that happens to everyone. So it's important to just stay calm, put out your work, and be 100% committed to what you are doing. Whatever content piece you're putting, think about it, edit it, shoot it properly, and then put it out online. And at some point, you can make thousands of dollars, like how Anmol made on the spotlight incentive. So yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Consistency is the key. And I think, yes, absolutely, like you said, finding that genre of yours and just
Yeah.
sticking to it and believing it and just going all out with that.
Yeah.
Anmol, how about you?
So I'd say something. What I was going to say was something on lines with what Sonal said. So a lot of creators, new, old, I've seen people quit very soon. Perseverance, apart from consistency, perseverance is something you must have, because you never know when that one video which will really break out of the clutter and go viral and get audiences to see what you've done all this while. So just keep creating the good content, and once you break out of the clutter and the audience, the eyeballs are on you, you have something to back it up. And I definitely feel there are people who say ki, now it's too late to join digital. There are people who've established themselves a lot, but believe me, the pie is very big. Everyone can get a piece out of it. We've not even, I feel, not even touched 50% of capacity as yet. Then, even though right now every house almost has one content creator in it, I still believe there's a long way to go, and the pie is very huge to satisfy every single creator out there. So don't be demotivated when you don't get the views, as Sonal said. And one last thing, think of it this way: even if you're getting about 100 views, think of it. Don't think of it as I'm getting 100 views and so creator gets 1,000 views or 10,000 views. Look at it like 100 people are sitting right in front of you and watching you perform. 100 people watching you perform. It's not a small number.
It's huge.
Imagine the room in front of you is filled with 100 people. So don't look at it as digital numbers. Look at it as people. They are real people watching your content, and then you will start realizing that 100, 200, 1,000 is not a small number. Don't compare it to the top creators all right from the start. Just keep doing your thing. I think looking at it that way, changing your perception towards these numbers really helps.
Totally agree. I think not comparing is also very important. Like just how Anmol was saying that, sometimes people are gaining followers, like let's say 100, but then they look at other creators and they're like, "Arey, he has,
Yeah,
or she has 1,000 and I have
correct.
100." Don't do that. Don't compare.
You have
Everybody has
100
a different,
followers. Yeah,
yeah, you have your own journey and they
100
have their
people.
own
Yeah,
journeys.
yeah.
Yeah.
100
So
people who
don't
are
compare.
interested in looking at you. They
That's
follow you for
great.
your content. That's a big
Uh,
number. So exactly.
no, that
That's
is
great
that's
advice.
such a great way to put it. Like these are actually people, and if you
Exactly.
Yeah.
have, it doesn't matter what the number is, that's a journey that everybody takes. And also,
Hmm.
I think the whole fact is that with the perseverance piece that you mentioned, is that feedback from other creators is also so important because they will give you proper advice from the lens of a creator, and that advice is always positive and motivating, is what I've seen, especially in
Well
our
put.
community. Yeah.
True.
Awesome. So sadly, we have to wrap this up.
This was so
And
much
thank
fun.
you
I felt
so
like just
much.
continuing to chat.
Yeah.
No, same here. I would love to, I would love to. If there are any parting thoughts or anything, feel free to kind of like mention those. In any case, thank you for being, such amazing, amazing Snapchatters, Snap stars, of us. And I've definitely learned a lot from you. And I'm sure a lot of people also who are going to be watching this will learn so much.
And I've
Um,
learned a lot from Sonal and Anushka's answers as
Thank you.
well. Absolutely.
Same here. No,
And
same
we've
here.
all learned a lot from each other.
Yeah, we have.
Mm. That's why I was very happy and interested that three of us we've never spoken and
Interacted, yeah.
we don't know each other that well, and that's
Hmm.
why through this conversation,
Yeah.
that's why it's getting so interesting that we don't want it to
Correct.
end. You
Correct.
know, and we learned a lot from each other, and it's so good to hear different point of views.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm for me, looking at it from like a bird's eye view with all the creators, I still learn literally on a weekly basis. It's such an
Absolutely.
amazing, amazing, like I think just the fact of creation, if you're creating anything, it's just it's just a source of, let's say, happiness. It's just super fun. On that note, big virtual hugs to all of you. Thank you so much again for, joining this chat. And yeah, I will see you soon.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Karanveer, for having us. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
so
having
much for
us.
having
We
us on
had
the board. This
really
was
good
so much
fun.
fun, and hope to do this again. I really love this setup.
Yeah.
Me too.
Absolutely.
I love how, I have to say one thing. The way Sonal has her hand on the sofa, I'm also going to keep it. Now it feels like we're actually on the sofa. See? Doesn't it feel like I wanted to say this in the start, but then I was like, I'll wait. I was keeping it inside, but I have to
Because
say
I
it.
am on the sofa.
She looks like even me. So now it looks like we're actually chilling. See? But let's do this again. We love
Awesome.
that.
We definitely must. And the beauty about this platform is we can have different scenes, different
Yeah.
backgrounds, different
Wow.
scenarios. So I'll throw around some really good ones next time. We'll take a vote, which is the one that we want, and we can go for that.
Done.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yay.
Hey, awesome.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
Karanveer.
Stay
Thank you.
safe.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank
See you.
you. Take care.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye.